Yay!
All right. So I think we should be started.
Yes, there you go.
All right. Are we live on Facebook on Logie group? All right. Give me a few moments while I send out the links. And I think you can feel free to talk to the crowd, get them excited about what we're gonna talk about today. I'm just gonna send out some links and let people know we are live now.
Okay, I'm just looking and double checking that we are. Yep, I see us. We are alive. And hello, Logies. I hope you are having a wonderful selling month. September is coming to a close, and you can go into Logie and see what your sales were for the month. Don't get too disappointed if it's less than it was last month. It's okay. Next month is going to be better. It really has nowhere to go but up. So
That's the bright side of it being down, right?
yes, yes, yes. And I'm just stalling while David gets everything set up. So anyway.
No, this is not stalling. This is good information. I like this prep talk. It's very important to realize the bigger picture, right? It's not about this month and this week and how you're doing, but the game plan is you start building out your collection of videos and strategically figure out what products you want to promote and have it all year round and have like seasonal stuff too. They come and go and develop a strategy. So if it's down, there's more reason to kind of analyze what the given situation is and develop a strategy around that and look at what is selling and double down on that, right? So it's not stalling. It's good prep talk. It's what people are dealing with right now, and they have to handle it. So how are you handling it, Eileen? Are your numbers going down, and how are you taking? How are you handling it?
Well, how I'm handling it is, honest. I have to be honest and transparent with you all. I am sort of pausing on uploading videos because I don't want to burn out on seeing low numbers. And so I know that I need a different strategy, and I know what Amazon wants is for us to drive traffic to Amazon. I know that. And so I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh my god, they won't give them." I'm over that, okay? So now I in order to drive traffic to Amazon, you have to build trust with your community and build your community, right? The traffic is not going to just come from nowhere. So not so much that I'm trying to grow my numbers on all my other platforms, but I am trying to make stronger connections with people so that as these holidays, we start, getting closer to the holidays, and I start learning from David. Thank God for David. Our friend Stephanie, who's in the group, she shared a really cool tool with me, so it allows me to be more strategic. And I think that we all need to know that sometimes it is okay to not just always push, 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 push. Sometimes you have to like step back and say, wait, am I doing this right? Could I be doing it better? So I know because like Ehud sometimes he'll say to me, "What do you want to have to say, Ileane?" And I say, "I was just listening." Sometimes that's what you do. You listen and you observe. And you say to yourself, you have to look at yourself with a critical eye and say, "Is it me? Not just the platforms. Am I doing something wrong?" Right? So we've heard it over and over and over. Amazon wants us to drive traffic. Amazon wants us to drive traffic. So I got to start driving some traffic over there.
Awesome.
I have videos up there, and they were doing great when they had the bottom carousel. Okay, I know that's going now. So I either have to drive my own traffic or make more videos that can be in the top, like David is going to talk about today. about being in that top carousel, right, David?
Yep, yep. And I'll leave you in the screen so we have some interaction if you don't mind. Is that okay
Oh,
with you?
yeah, no,
That
that's
you're
fine.
in?
That's
Okay,
fine.
great.
I can
So
mute
we're gonna
myself if I.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love to have your feedback too, because I want to make sure what I say resonant. And if it doesn't make sense, please stop me too. And I just want to start out with asking people in the chat, how many people are making more than, let me just pick a number, more than $200 in commission a month on Logie. I just want to know because I want to see where everyone is in this audience. Are we using Logie or we just playing with it? I want to know like who's making money. Like you, if you want, you can even put like a round figure. Like are you four figure? Are you three figure? Are you two figure? I want to know. Yeah, let me know. It's okay. Please, if it's low, just say it's too low and you want to grow too. I just want to know where you're at because I want to know. Okay, we have Facebook users brand new, and if you are a Facebook user and you're not showing up on a comment, that's because you don't have um your Facebook
I'm
synced up with EV Eileen, can you help them out with that link?
Yep, I'm gonna give you the
Thank you.
link. Kathy, I'll
Yes.
give you the link that you need to click on so that your name can show up.
Okay. Perfect. Yep. And then we have Stephanie who says, I make less. I have very few videos to be fair. Stephanie, since you shared that, can I ask you, do you have very few videos in general, like all of Amazon, or just Logie products that you have very few videos of? 'Cause I'm trying to understand the audience that we have to work with today, and I want to see how much back to basic we want to get. Oh heck, I want to go way, I want to make way more, says Patty. All right, we're gonna make you do way more. But if you want to make way more, the truth is you gotta work quite a bit more too. So that's like the uncoded truth and reality is you have to work more. But I'll show you what you need to do to to make the money if you're willing to put in the time. So Facebook user says my earnings dropped 75% this month. That's possible. Okay, Shabby wants to make way more. Faith says, I think I have 50 videos on site and about five are Logie products. Okay, all right, okay. So still trying to get approved. Okay, that's that. That's not too bad too because yes, being approved will help quite a bit, but there's also other ways to leverage Logi too, and that is by using your offsite commission and making YouTube videos or making blog posts or making any other content outside of Amazon and linking back to Amazon via your offsite Amazon affiliate link, and that works well too. So don't, and I hope you the best, Dave, on getting your approval for on-site placement for those videos because that's honestly where I'm making the most commissions for my Logi videos,
K
my Logi sales.
Yeah, I like to chime in with Dave, and, we see this a lot in the groups, and just want us if you could let us know, like, have you tried before and maybe you got denied, or because you say you're still trying to get approved. So, what a lot of times people do who have, been denied is they'll share a link and say, "Well, guys, what am I doing wrong?" So we want to help you because we don't want you to get to that point of you're in that third, round, and once you get denied that third time, that's it, right? So just wanted to put that out there because we love helping people, and a lot of times the rules that they have in Amazon are not intuitive, and this is why these groups are so powerful because we can help each other this with navigating through all the do's and don'ts.
All right, I'm gonna try to add.
Screen share?
Yeah, I'm test.
No, go ahead.
Oh
You
my!
can you can take me off while you're screen sharing. That's fine. Because
I'm learning how to move things around.
okay,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's we're gonna do a 101 in just one bit. And 101 meaning I'm going to show you everything to do from step 1 to making money. But I just want to just answer Andrew's question real quick. Andrew asked, how do we see each product from Logie from our Logie earnings? I was on reports today and I could find I c- and couldn't find what items sold for Logie items, right? So basically this is how you do the reports. When you click on reports, you can sort by columns. The commission is stuff that you get from Logie earning. So anything that has any commission, that's a Logie product. So if you sort by commission, you'll see that this demo account Emma sold one item that was Logie, and you see how that one item earned Emma $8.90 on Logie commission, whereas it only earned her 53 cents on Amazon commission. So this is how you would check on um, which Logie products you have sold. So for me, obviously, I made about $4,000 this month in Logie commission. So I have this column full of items, and it's great to see because the equivalent Amazon commission for that is like puny. I don't even know what it is at this point. I could check, but I'm logged into Amazon account right now. It's probably like $200 worth of Amazon commission, but like $4,000 worth of like Logie commission because Logie pays like 50% up to 50% on the sales. So that's how how you see that number.
Can I also add there's actually 2 ways because
Oh,
I wouldn't do it that way.
oh,
Here's what I would do.
okay.
On that left-hand nav, scroll
Yes.
past reports and you see statements. Go to
Oh,
statements. Now it could, Logie could be 2 or 3 days behind, but it would be just the same 2 or 3 days behind on your reports as well. And then you would click on September, and it'll tell you what products you sold and how much commission, Logie commission, you made off those products.
it's the same product here too. Perfect. Yeah,
Okay,
excellent. And that just means there's more ways to skin a cat, right?
that's
Because
right.
Logie has a lot of stuff, and to be honest, there's just too much for me. So that's why I don't even use this. And I'm always shameful to admit it, but at the same time, I'm happy to admit it because a lot of people get overwhelmed with all the features. And like I don't need to know all this. All I need to do is really look at this number here and see my commissions grow. Like literally, I don't look at the reports. I just focus on making that number grow and
Uh,
getting sales,
okay,
right?
but I'm gonna have to call you out on this part, David,
Go
because
for it.
let's go back to the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find the products,
Mm-hmm.
the opportunities that you wanted to invest in? You had to
Mm-hmm.
come over to Logie,
Yeah,
right? In
that's
order
true.
to do that. In order to do that.
Okay, fine.
Okay. So the beginning step was to come into Logie and go to
Mhm,
the products. And we always talk about going to my products, but in this case, and I'm not going to speak for exactly what the process that he used was,
mhm.
but he had to start with the opportunities and find those opportunities. And I think you're going to go more
Yep.
into what you did after you found that
Yes.
opportunity, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So let's start from step 1. Okay? So I'm gonna officially let's do the Aho tradition and do our clap. Oh, well, you know what? I I like the screen the way it was. Oh, hey, hang on. Sorry, I'm so new to this. This is stick with me, guys. Okay, I got it. All right. So clap. All right, so we are going to show you guys how to get Logie up and running from step 0. So step 0 and to start making sales. And the truth behind it all is you need to actually put in the time and effort to make content. If you're not going to be willing to make content and focus on making content, at least of several content a week, then you might as well just don't listen to this because this is all very good information. But if you are not going to take action on it, then it's not going to help, right? So I just want to make that super clear that what I'm sharing you is really good secrets, but it's not going to automatically make you money. You actually have to work. And I realize I make videos, I make like ten videos a day on average. And some days I just bundle up and I do like 50 a day, but I make a lot of videos. So that's ultimately the fact, the reality that you have to take in after you understand the strategy. But if you don't do the work, you won't make the money. So that's number one. And let's go ahead and explain on the Logie side how things work. So first and foremost, you have to sign up for Logie. So if you haven't signed up for Logie, go ahead and use the link utechpia.com/Logie. It's an accelerated link that will help you get the account approved quickly so that you can have a Logie account. So once you have a Logie account, there is my notes here. There's exactly two things you have to do, just two things. If you include opening an account, that's three things. So these are the three things that you need. And I want to see if I can remove this little banner from my face because it's blocking my face. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete my name. That way I won't have a banner. Hopefully. Oh no, it won't work. I'll just call myself you. You. There we go. so so that's out of my way. Okay. So three steps to start making money. All right. So open up a Logie account. Step two is you're going to set up your Go Shopping setting. And then step three is you're going to install a plugin. So these are the three steps that you must do in order to make money on Logie. Okay. So the first step is get a Logie account. And using that link there is how you get the Logie account. utechpi.com/Logie. Sign up and you'll get approved. Once you are approved to use Logie, you can log in and it's going to look like this. The first thing you want to do is get up and set your Go Shopping settings, and that is under your profile right here. Drop down to settings and scroll down to the part where it says Go Shopping settings. This is the most important step once you have your account open. This is where Logie will be able to track your sales. And what do you put here? There's always a lot of confusion because a lot of people have multiple store IDs. You might have one if you're an influencer. You might have another one if you're an associate. The one you want to put here is your associate store ID. It is the store ID that shows up on your site Stripe if you're sharing an affiliate link for Amazon. It is your main store ID. It is what's also known as the offsite store ID. I don't know how else to make it more clear. Um, this is the store ID that normally you would not get money from Shoppo videos on the store ID. So this is offsite, but there's a reason why you want that here. I don't want to get into the details of that because that will confuse this basic tutorial. You just need to open up a Logie account. That's step number one. Step number two is you have to put your offsite store ID in this box. That's two steps, very important. Okay. The third step and the last important step is that you need to have this Logie extension installed. And in order to install this Logie extension, it's very easy. When you're logged in, you scroll down here, you go to extension. You click on extension here and you click on this link. This link will take you to the Google extension shop. Click there and download it. I obviously already have it. All right, so there's some questions. Steph says, I made a new tracking ID, so I know which sales come through Logie. Okay, but the ID that you're going to put, I still would highly recommend that you put your affiliate store ID in there. You can still track. So it depends on where you want to track your sales because Faith, I see your point because if you want to use my Go Shopping page right here, the links on here, these links will be generated with the store ID that you put in there. So if you go here and you copy this link, you'll see it is using this store ID tag here. So Logie does a really good job of tracking all the store IDs. Without making it too complicated, I highly recommend putting the offsite store ID here. So Steph says it is under my offsite affiliate, not my onsite. So so here's the thing about Logie. Logie is very smart. Okay, once you put any store ID there, it will actually be able to track all your store IDs. And the one you put here, sorry, the one you put here in the settings is the one that actually shows up on your specifically is the one that's going to show up when people go to your My Shopping page right here. So that's the only caveat. Um, I wanna know I wanna know I'm kind of hesitant to say you can just put anyone there because I don't know. Ahud is in the chat. Maybe he can chime in. Can you put any other store ID here? Would it mess up or should they just put their offsite affiliate store ID? Because that's what I would recommend everyone to do because it's the easiest one. And then if you share your links, you can use any other link to share and track that. There we go. Ahud said it. Okay, so you can put any as any associate tracking ID on there. So put your associate one. So it would be from your associate portal. And then you can make multiple ones for tracking. So as Stephanie mentioned, you can put like um, one that has some destination so you know that it's from Logie. That's actually a very good way to track your sales that you know it comes from Logie. So kind of wrapping things back around the bigger picture is the three things you need to do, right? So number one, you have to create a Logie account. Then number two, you have to put a tracking ID in your settings here. And it could be any of your tracking ID. Ahud added, an advanced user actually created a new tracking ID just for Logie, such as Logie Utechia-20. This way, you'll be able to track all Logie off-site sales. Okay, so there we go. We have a confirmation. So of course, obviously, I'm learning on the way too. So thank you for bearing with me. We have Facebook user here says my profile is stuck on setting state shipping required and my address is on there. It won't let me exit out. You may need to contact support for that. I don't know the details of that. Support is always easy to get a hold of. You can click on support right here and then contact us. And then you can go ahead and type in your message and reach out to them and they'll help you out. You might want to take a screenshot of where you're seeing that error where you cannot exit out and share that with the support people and they will help you out. I hope you get that resolved quickly so that you can start earning money on Logie. Okay, so the concept of today is basic. So I just want to go back and repeat it a couple of times so that we really, really get this down because everybody has a hard time just trying to use Logie. The biggest question I always get is, I don't even know how Logie works. What is Logie? Like, how do you even make money with Logie, right? So by doing these three steps, we're gonna start to talk about that. But you have to get these three steps first. So step Ehud's not at the influencer summit. He's at the Kimberly Millionaire Summit, which is probably even better in some regards because the people are there all know each other and they're very well acquainted and they're learning some awesome strategies and they're sharing things that will change the way you create content. Yes, that's happening this weekend. Okay, so reviewing again the three things. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, and I do apologize because this video is what we're gonna share every time when someone comes and asks, "What is Logie and how do you start making money with Logie?" So number one, you create a Logie account. Number two, you go to the settings right here. You scroll down to Go Shopping Settings. You put any of your store ID there. That's step number two. And step number three is you grab the Logie extension, which you go over to extension right here, and you go click on install the Logie extension, and you install that extension, and you make sure that extension loads up and it works. The way you know that it works is there's going to be a little green lightning bolt down here. And if you don't see that green lightning bolt after you install your extension, reach out to support and they will help you. Okay? So that's the 3 steps right there. And if you guys understand that, we can move forward. But that's the most important 3 steps of how to get set up so that you can capture your earnings on Logie. So anything in the chat here. Okay, so Wayne, you have the same problem with the shipping details. Yeah, so if you have a problem with the shipping details, you might want to contact support and they'll help you out. I don't want to jump into that because I probably don't know how to solve it. And it derails from the focus today, which is giving people a streamline from beginning to end on how to make money with Logie. So Wayne, are you okay with contact support for that? Oh yay! Ileane wrote cliff notes for the very 3 important steps. You gotta have it. Like I double checked these with Ahud like 5 times. I said, Ahud, are these the only steps you need? Like, am I missing anything? And he confirmed with me many times. This is the 3 steps that you must have in order for Logie to capture sales. And you can ignore everything else about Logie, but you got to get these 3 steps. Otherwise, whatever you do, Logie's not going to be able to give you money because they don't know your account or they don't know that you're making sales on the account. So you need to do these 3 things. Number 1, create a Logie account. Number 2, add your store ID by going to your profile, go to settings, and go down to go shopping settings and add any of your affiliate store ID here. And then number 3, install the Logie extension and make sure that it's green right here, that Thunderbolt. You have any problems with any of those 3 steps, you got to reach out to support and get that resolved first before you attempt to do anything else. Otherwise, all your effort will not be converted to money. All right. So question from Facebook users is actually Logie got both of my store IDs and displayed them on the dashboard. Yes, you're absolutely correct because Logie is very smart. Once you give it any store ID, actually technically once you install a plugin, but let me just say it's smart, okay? It's going to be able to see what store IDs you have and it will show you on the dashboard. And you're right, it will show on your dashboard. You can select down and have multiple store IDs and it'll let you select that. That's perfect. But for setting up, you gotta have at least one store ID set here. You gotta have that one thing set up. So those are the 3 things we must have. All right. Anybody have any question before we move on? Because those are the 3 things you must. If there's one thing that you take away from this and you haven't been making money on Logie, you have to make sure you get these 3 things down. All right. Facebook user figured it out. I figured out you have to enter your address 3 times for billing, shipping, and home. Okay. Then let me explain that to people then. So under address here, you have 2 addresses. Uh, yeah, so you need one for home, fill that out, then go to billing, fill that out, go for shipping, fill that out, then click save. It looks like it's not all shown in one screen, so you have to fill out all 3 and then hit save or not. I'm not sure. You only need one, shipping. See, that's why I didn't want to jump into that, but Aho is there to help us out. So you only need one address, shipping address. Okay, so what is a green check sign again? So the green check sign over here, the lightning bolt, just means that your Logie extension is working and it's able to access your sales data so that it knows what sales you're making. Even if you're not making any sales, you want it to show a green lightning bolt because it means it's able to capture any sales you make. So that is the green lightning bolt. Correct. Without a shipping address, you will not be able to continue. But without this one, we can't. You will not be able to continue. You you'll not be able. You yeah. So basically, the address is required for you to get samples shipped to you. Regardless of whether you can continue with or without, it just makes a lot of sense to put your address there. Um, make sure you have your address there. It will let you get free samples. And if you don't want free samples, then I don't know what kind of content creator you are, because these free samples are fantastic. They're matched with AI, so they will give you products that you actually are good at selling based on your track record. So Logie is able to see the products if you sold. If you sold a lot of pet products, if you sold a lot of electronics, or if you sold a lot of any category, it will match you with more likely than not products that are in your wheelhouse of expertise. Okay, so question, how do you do the extension again? So the extension, you go to this right here on the left side, you click on extension. Then once you're at extension, you click on install the Logie extension. I'm gonna actually remove mine and I'll reinstall it so you can see how it works. So I'm gonna click remove from Chrome. I'm gonna remove it, and then you'll be right here, okay? And then click add to Chrome, and it will give you some details of what it wants to be able to do. You can see the details here. You got to give it permission, because this is what the extension does. It's going to grab the information it needs so that it can track your sales and then report it to Logie so that you can get commissions for those sales. So go ahead and click add extension, and that will put your extension up here. Sometimes it might be nested, like you see how I have so many extensions right here, I can't see it. You can click on this puzzle piece right here, and you can see all your extension. I like to just go ahead and pin the Logie extension, so that's always at the top right here. And once you install the Logie extension, it should be able to access your information, because remember, you specify your store ID for it already. Uh,
I want to chime in and answer
yes, please.
Dave. Even though I believe Stephanie already answered, he wanted to know, how do we follow people on Logie? And that is a feature that is disabled right now because they wanted to make it better for us. And it was really important when a lot of us were doing Amazon Lives, and a lot of us aren't even doing the Amazon Lives anymore. So it's not as important. So don't worry about it too much. If you want to follow someone on Amazon, you would just do it just like anyone else when they're live. Or even if you see where they shared their storefront on social media or what have you, then you would just follow them that way. You don't need to follow them on Logie until they improve that little interface. And I think that'll be down the road, because that really is not anything that impacts our sales or gets us more money. So
Yep,
it was a nice networking feature, especially when we were all everybody was like going live, but
yep.
only a few people do now, like David.
And yeah, and some others. Yeah, like followers, there's a ton of things you guys can do. And followers is one of them that doesn't result into anything that's tangible in terms of how much money you're gonna make. Maybe down the long run, somehow that will be factored into the algorithm on Amazon, but we don't know. And at this point, I would not worry about trying to grow your followers on Amazon. I would try to definitely grow your followers on your social media, like your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok, where you can potentially share these Logie products, get them to click on your offsite affiliate links and then purchase, and that's going to make you a lot of Logie commissions. And offsite sales is looked greatly upon by Amazon. They love to have outside sales. So if you're focusing on followers, don't worry about followers on Amazon. Don't worry about followers on Logie right now. Focus on your followers on your other social media.
And I just want to reinforce and go back to what you were showing here, which
Mhm.
was the Logie extension. And
Mhm.
f- for me, I am a Chrome devotee. Like all my computers, I use Chrome. And so when someone else will say, "Well, do they have it for Safari or do they?" And I'm thinking to myself, "You use that browser?" Yes, I know other people use other browsers, especially Windows. You know, you're using Windows browsers, but this Logie extension, you have to use Chrome.
Yep.
So that could be one thing that will confuse somebody, because they might go to that Logie extension page and try
Ah.
to download it. And it's like, well, if you're not on Chrome, it won't work.
Very good perspective. I like that. Yes, very good reminder. You gotta get Chrome. It's just like this is. I mean, eventually, I'm sure we can expand. We can grow as a huge company. We'll have extension for multiple platforms. Oh, Microsoft Edge works.
See, I
What?
didn't see how these things come on. Now I gotta
What?
write that down because I didn't know. Thank you, Ehud.
What? Wait, so Microsoft Edge just taps onto all Chrome extension? Edge is just like just leeching off all Chrome extension. Or do we have a specific extension for Edge, Ehud? The Chrome Web Store is a dead giveaway. It's for Chrome. Well, not everyone is as technical as you, Faustino. Some people don't realize Chrome is a browser if they don't use Chrome, right? They might say Safari, 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 Netscape, Earthlink. Oh, never mind. Now I'm
Okay,
dating
great. And
myself.
so we have these super techie, super savvy folks like Gary saying, and Andrew saying how it's built on Chromium.
Oh,
And,
gee.
I know that goes over a lot of people's head. And that actually goes over my head too. But I know what it is. I just don't know all the browsers that use that Chromium. And Jonathan said the same thing. Gary, Andrew. Yeah, you guys are super, super smart. And Alton says, I primarily use Safari for most things, but I actually use Chrome for business, mostly because of Logie. I use it two separate tasks. I think you mean four separate tasks, but whatever. We get your point, Alton. Thank you so
Yep,
much. And
yep.
the Facebook user says it goes over my head. And the
That's
Facebook
fine.
user, I'm going to put the link that you need to click on in order for your name to show up, and it's evmooks.com/Facebook, but I'm going to put it up on screen. Just watch my screen and you'll see it appear.
Oh, your screen is so small. Let me see if I can make it
Okay.
bigger.
No, that's no, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Go back to your layout. There you go.
Okay, okay. All right.
I'll
Thank
put it
you.
up. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. All right. So, this is good. It's a shame that everybody has to download third-party browser for so many things, not just Logi. I'm a Mac user. Safari is tied to the OS, but no one supports it. Yeah, well, that's a debate for a different day. There's a lot of we wish we work with this, and unfortunately, it doesn't work, right? So we need Chrome or Microsoft Edge for this to work. So you have to have that. Unfortunately, if you're not willing to get that, then you can't leverage the benefits of Logi. So we were recapping right now before we get into the strategy part is how to get Logi set up so you can start making money. You have to make a Logi account. Number one. Number two, once you have your Logi account, you got to make sure you go into your settings and go down to where it says go shopping settings and put in any Amazon affiliate store ID. Anyone. You may have more, and that's okay. It will track all of your store ID. Don't worry. Just put one here. Okay? And then you need to install the extension. This is the Logi extension. You click on this link, and it will go to the Chrome web store where you can download the extension. Make sure you're using Google Chrome web browser or Microsoft Edge for it to work. All right? And Ehud gave me another very important point. I almost forgot that. See, Ehud, I knew we forgot something. I told you, are these the only things you need? That's the fourth thing we need. I'm gonna put it in my notes. You need to add, yeah, make sure you add go.shopping to your approved websites on Amazon Associates. Um, and I think Ileane might have that link handy. If you do, Ileane, can you drop it in the chat so people can go make
All
sure they
right.
do that?
Okay.
Thank you. So if you guys don't know what that is, Ileane will drop a link. It is a so basically when you create your Logi account and you specify this link here, it's going to create your Go Shopping website with that associate store ID. So you see how if I click this and I go to it, now I'm at my Go Shopping page. You will have a Go Shopping page when you create a Logi account. And stuff that you post on here, when people click on it, it's going to take them to Amazon with your associate store ID, which is the store ID that you specify in that one location we keep telling you over and over and over to put in, right? So that's why you need to follow that link that Ileane sent you to tell Amazon that this page, in my case, it's go.shopping slash Emma Holt. Yours might be more specific to whatever yours is. Once you create your Logie account, you will see what your store Go Shopping store is. If you don't know what it is, just go down here to where you enter your tracking ID and you will see it right here. You can click on it to see, or just copy that link and share that with Amazon through that link that Ileane just put in chat.
And
So,
and while
yeah.
you're on that page, well, why don't you put can you put that comment up on screen too?
Yeah. Oh,
Where
yeah.
with
Good
the
call.
link, so
Yeah.
everybody can see that. And while you're there, you're gonna make sure you have every social media, every blog, even the blogs that you don't even remember that you use, it's been so long, that old blogger blog, whatever. They should all be on that list. I think we get up to 50. So put them all in there. Sometimes we have a social media and we use it for a little while. Let's just say you used Pinterest about 6 months ago. Then you're like, forget Pinterest. Make sure that Pinterest is still there. Your Facebook, you have multiple Instagram accounts. Put them all in there. But you absolutely, absolutely must put the Logie Go Shopping domain page in there. Yours, the one that has your ID at the end, or your username, I should say, your
Hmm.
Logie username at the end. A lot of us have used the same username that we have on our Amazon.com/shop username. Most of us have used that same convention. So it's go shopping.com/whatever. But I know some of us are like, no, I want it to be different. And you've done something different. That's okay. Just make sure you put it in there on that site list. Make sure you're logged into this time your influencer account, and then switch and log into your associate's account and add it there too. Just do it. We're not going to explain why. Just do it on both accounts. Okay? Very important. That's all.
Yep. So there, every store ID you have, you will have a place to specify this. At the very minimum, you got to make sure that you put it you put this website for this store ID, because technically when you go to your Go Shopping, it's the Go Shopping page and it's using that store ID to link back to Amazon. But as Ileane said, and Shaba also recommended in the chat, it's good practice to just go ahead and put all of your other sites to, I mean, put the sites onto both storefront, just in case one day somehow you decide to go here and you change this to your other store ID, right? And then now your Go Shopping is using the different store ID to link back to Amazon. Amazon might say, hey, you never told us you were using Go Shopping with this store ID, and then you can get banned for this. I've actually have a good friend of ours, a moderator of our common groups. She got her account banned because she couldn't identify where that link was somewhere around where she didn't tell Amazon that she was using that link in that location. And yeah, it's a mess. So just please make sure to remember that. So recap again. So there's actually 4 steps that you really need. And thank you, Ehud, for reminding us. So it's very easy to start making money on Logie, but you got to get everything set up first. And that is 4 steps now. We've defined it. You got to have your Logie account. You got to get your Logie account. And I guess, Ileane, you can drop the 4 steps in the chat now. So number one is you have to open a Logie account if you don't have one. Go to utechpia.com/Logie and create one. Um, Number two is you need to go to that settings in your profile and add your associate store ID or any store ID here. Number three is install the Chrome extension by going to extension right here and install it. You must be on Chrome browser or Microsoft Edge for this extension to work. Once you install the extension, make sure that you see down here there's a green check mark. If it's not a green lightning bolt, if it's not, then follow the instructions where it will tell you here that you may need to do in order to get that resolved. But until you see a green check mark, no matter green lightning bolt, no matter what you do in sales, you won't get paid, right? So you got to get these three things. And despite all the other features that Logie has, don't worry about it. Get these three things. And the fourth thing is for your own protection. And you have to do this too because we don't want your account to be shut down. Is that you're going to go to that link that Ileane shared, which I'm going to put on the screen again, and specify your Go Shopping link to Amazon. And what is your Go Shopping link is what is your Go Shopping link? Well, right near the part where you specify your Go Shopping setting, right there is your Go Shopping link. Grab that link and share that with Amazon at that link that Ileane shared and it's on the screen. So I don't know if I could be any more clearer than that, but if you guys have any question before we move forward, I do want to make sure that we're all clear on these four steps because these are the most fundamental things that you need to have for Logie to work. And as fundamental as it is for all of us that use Logie every day, I still get people ask me, how does Logie work? Important part. All four of them are important. Now there's two more that's not so important, that's important. But these four are the most important, okay? All right. So I don't see any more comments. That means you guys got it. Please don't be ashamed to ask because if you don't get these four steps, it doesn't matter what you do with Logie, you're not getting paid. Okay? So got to get these four steps. We have two more also important steps, but I'll get into that in a little bit. I tried to install the Logie extension on Safari. It tells you to install Chrome and it says it's for desktop. Yeah, so it'll tell you that. So go ahead and install Chrome. Are you trying to install on mobile? Okay, so Facebook user, you got my next topic. Yes. Bank account is not working. So yes, the two next step that you have to do in order to get paid and get shipping samples is go to your settings right here and you have to specify your addresses. You only need one address here. I would recommend your shipping address and make sure you have a shipping address so Logie can send you sample products. If you want sample products, you put it here. If you don't want sample products, then I guess you can leave that out. It might not be necessary. Uh, and then you need to have your payment setting. So that is your bank account. And this is the part where it gets a little tricky, okay? So, and Ehud can add more if he's still here on this, but basically, you need to use the same checking account you specified for Amazon to pay you and put this for Logie to pay you with that same checking account. Oh, new information. Do you see that, Ileane? Remember, you can only add your banking information after you install the extension and 24 hours has passed. These little details. Now, how did you decide that, Ehud? I'm kidding. It's probably some technical limitations and something to prevent people from hacking or just abusing the system. But that is what it is. So make sure that after you install the extension, please give it 24 hours. Then you can go specify your checking information here. And you got to use the same account that you use with Amazon for Amazon to pay you. It's just a way for us to double check that it's a correct checking number. There's nothing that really says it has to be the same thing other than that's the way that Logie is using to check. So please use the same checking account that you use for Amazon to pay you and put it here. Now there are problem with sometimes international accounts and sometimes verifications. If you do run into those, there is support and you can reach out to support. Let me see some of the comments here. Lamont says, yes, what if you change that on Amazon? I need to change that. I need to change that on Logie too. How do we do that? I think Ehud would have to jump in there because he understands the logic of how that works. So Lamont, Ehud's going to answer your question, and then Ehud has an explanation for why you have to wait 24 hours because the data must be synced from Amazon first. And it takes 24 hours. We do this to protect users from misusing their accounts. So that's what the Logie extension does, guys. It syncs your data to Logie, and one of the stuff that it syncs is actually your certain parts that's exposed of your checking account, so that when you enter it here too, it matches up, right? So if the Chrome extension hasn't got a chance to sync yet, you can't really add the checking information because there's nothing for Logie to verify it with. So to keep it simple, use the same checking account you use with Amazon.
And David, I see that Mitch is asking about Canadian address, and I do believe that that's okay. Ehud, if you can confirm that, I'm pretty sure someone else asked about Canada before, where international influencers can open a wise.com account to get paid. There you go. There's the answer. All right.
See, Ehud cannot not be here.
Oh, and
He might as well just.
Shaba's trying to push us to okay, let's move to the strategy now.
Oh no, we're at the top of the hour. Okay, are we gonna continue? Okay. All right. So we jump into it because of Shaba. Okay, so uh, let's move. Let's go. Okay, so the strategy is still the same thing that I've been using all the time. It wouldn't make sense me to tell you something today that I didn't tell you 3 weeks ago, 6 months ago, right? It's still the same principle strategy. And yes, there might be a little of evolution as things are a little bit different in terms of if Amazon moves a carousel here or there, or they don't show the carousel, or a little bit of testing here and there. But the ultimate thing that really, really matters to making sales on Logie for us, specifically us as Amazon influencer, is that we have one secret special ability that a lot of content creator on the web does not have. And that is the power of shoppable videos. So you gotta let that sink in. Because I see people say, oh, Logie's great. Let me go ahead and start sharing it on all my social media, making blog posts, making YouTube videos. That's okay, and that's can make you good sales. That can make you decent sales. I refrain from saying good sales because for us as a group here, I'll be honest, the majority of the people in our group does not have a very strong YouTube following, nor Instagram or TikTok. There are a few, but not a lot of them have strong followings there. So you don't want to really leverage that as your main source of traffic to make money on Logie. You can. I'm not saying not to, but that shouldn't be your focus. Your focus is that you have a very special ability, and that is shoppable videos. And I keep telling this to people over and over and over because they always get excited with Logie, and for some reason they think about just doing Facebook group, doing YouTube video, doing links here and there and make blogs. You can do that, but your best source of sales is still shoppable videos until you grow your other social media, until you grow your blog. Focus on shoppable videos. So once you realize that shoppable videos is one of your special powers, you got to leverage that. And what I mean by that is you got to pick products that will give you an edge with shoppable videos. For example, let's look at some products. So when you are a Logie user, we have what's called opportunities. So these are opportunities, and any of these products, these are all Amazon products for now. And these products, if you sell any of these products, Not only do you get Amazon's normal commission, you can get up to 50% commission from from Logie. That's why these are opportunities. So obviously, if you have a Logie account, just promoting products that you've always been promoting is not going to make you Logie commission. What's going to make you Logie commission is looking for these opportunities and promoting these products. You might get lucky and you might actually have some of these products and you might actually be making sales for those products. Good, because then you automatically get extra Logie commission for sales now because they are part of the Logie opportunities. So the way Logie works with these is they're going to track your sales from all your Amazon store ID. And if you have sales on any of these products that matches the ASIN of these products, you're going to get the extra Logie commission on top of your Amazon commission. So Tammy says, if you're not strong following on on IG or YouTube, is Amazon the best place for us to promote? Who wants to answer that one? So the answer is a reassuring yes. Because even if you have a strong Instagram or YouTube, Amazon is our secret powers. We have a secret power that not a lot of influencers have. These shoppable videos is a secret power. It's a special power. Literally, people that get into this program says this is your ticket to printing money. You have an untapped source of traffic from Amazon. More people are going to go to Amazon than your Instagram or your YouTube or your Facebook group. Majority of you. Some people might have millions of followers. That's different. But the majority of us probably don't have as much traffic as Amazon does. So that's why you don't waste your time on the other platforms. I shouldn't say that because Aha is gonna not like that. You should try to grow all your platforms, but your special power is really the shoppable videos. So because this is a short 101 strategy on how to make money fast, quick, and to the point, I'm gonna focus on shoppable videos. And yes, Andrew is right. Shoppable videos get pushed by Amazon to a variety of places. Yeah, and you guys know it already. Like everyone that's in this influencer program, they love it. Why? Because honestly, I would categorize as us as weaker influencers that couldn't really make it on other platforms. That's why we found that Amazon does so well for us because we are riding on the free traffic that Amazon gives us. And also, Alton is true to a point too. Yeah, people go on other platform for entertainment or education, and people go to Amazon shop. That is true to an extent, but I will argue that if you have a really big Instagram following, or you have a really good blog, or you have a really good YouTube channel, heck, you can make a ton of sales from Logie products on those platforms. Just imagine if you are one of the biggest hunting website and you are a champion hunter and you promote this tool that helps people hunt. Oh boy, you're gonna get more traffic than Amazon can even promote. Amazon will probably reach out to you and ask you to make a video for their ad because there are people that can drive a ton of traffic in other places, but the majority of us in this group, we can't. It's a sad truth, but that is to remind us that our special power is the shoppable videos. That's why you gotta pick your Logie opportunities where you can leverage shoppable videos. And that is very, very, very important. Very, very, very important. So, how do you leverage shoppable videos? Let's take a look at a few of these right now. And just take a look at so couple things to kind of bounce around. You want to look at the commissions because higher commissions means you're going to earn more money. Also, you want to look at the price points of these things too, because higher commission plus higher price means higher money for you, right? 50% of $25 is good, but 50% of a $200 product is $100. That's 8 times as much, right? So the price of the item matters, and the percentage
Excuse me.
income
Are
matters.
y'all
Yes.
taking are y'all taking notes? Y'all asked for strategy. I know I just pulled out my notebook. Okay, go ahead, continue.
No, I like this. I like this. Thank you for valuing these tips. And I'll repeat these a few times too and make sure you guys get it because this is a 101. I'm not teaching you a lot, but what I'm teaching you is the fundamental and everything you need to know to make money, right? So now when you click on the product and you go to the Amazon page, there's two things that's very important for me when I look on these product pages. Do you know what those two things are, Eileen? I think I've shared.
I know what one of them is.
Okay.
The carousel.
Yes.
Is that video carousel available? Okay,
Yep.
now what do I mean by that? No, what does David mean by that? Go ahead, David.
Same thing. Same thing. Yeah. So basically, if you don't see a video carousel here, then this product, yes, you can promote it. Sometimes your shoppable videos will show up down here. Hey, look, there's our friend, Dragon Blogger, Susie, and CTG. And you can promote it that way. But do you see how far I had to scroll to see those videos? Majority of shoppers might not even watch any videos. And the ones that do watch videos are probably going to watch the ones at the top. So I would say this product, yes, I want to help Logie grow and I want to promote all the Logie product, but I don't have infinite time. So I'm going to skip this product. Why would I skip this product, Eileen?
For one, it's low price. There's videos in the carousel, but in the lower carousel, not the upper, or you could, I think most people refer to it as the top carousel. And a lot of influencers' videos are present in the down lower carousel.
Oh, wow.
And we already know that because we see our friends there, we see A-listers there, we see Dragon Blogger, we see Jesse, Susie. We know their videos are good. We don't even have to watch any of the videos. Like, don't even waste your time watching the videos. You know, and there also are Logies, right? So not saying that if you actually have that product, not saying don't make a video ever. If you have it, you got time, make a video. Okay. But now, today, we're working on a strategy like, what are we really going to go for? We're going to actually spend some money to buy products. What are we
Yep.
gonna buy? What are we gonna buy? What are we gonna invest in? So there's also a tip I want to read from Andrew. One benefit
Hmm.
of using social is the SEO for searchability on search engines, which can help people find what they searching for before they search on Amazon. Very good point, but let's stay on topic. Sorry.
Yep. Yep. No,
I
that's
thought Andrew was gonna say
exactly.
something about
No
Logie.
worries, no worries. Yes, exactly. But
Mhm.
but the reason why we want to remind Andrew that that's not on point is just it's not that it's wrong, but it's because now you're leveraging your blog or you're leveraging YouTube. We want to leverage shoppable videos, so we don't care about that. We don't care about that. And by the way, Eileen, your answer is like A plus 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 plus. I was thinking of it just doesn't have a top video carousel, but your analysis is fantastic. All those things really really matter. But when I looked at this, the first thing is like no video carousel. I didn't even think about the other things, but those are all valid points too. But for me, my brain doesn't have the capacity to realize all that. I'm like, no video carousel. I'm just gonna skip it. I'm gonna go to a different product. I'm gonna look for maybe this product right here. And yes, some of these are low prices, which is not a bad thing. If you have low prices but high quantity, that's good too, because you can sell a lot, right? So this one has a video carousel, but if I click on this, perfect. And I open this up and it looks like I have one, two, three, four, five. 5 other influencers making videos already. And based on how Amazon currently is, you have a total slot of 6, including what the brand posts. So the top videos are the brands, and then the related videos are the influencer videos, if there's a carousel to begin with. So this is a product that has a carousel. It passes my first check, right? Does it have a video carousel? It does. When I look at the video carousel, I'm like, oh shoot, it's it's filled. It's filled. And again, there's no reason why you cannot make a video because you can still leverage your Shopable Video special power. But now you're competing against these people to fight for that placement. If you really like this product, you're passionate about the product, you're going to buy it anyway, and you have time, you can make that video. But if you are looking for a product to buy so that you can make money, this is not the one because the video carousel is filled, right? Oh, videos carousel okay, up to 10 videos now. Yeah, so that's kind of like yeah, Amazon keeps messing with that. So with that point, that's exactly another good point because yes, it might go to 10, it might go back to 6, it might go to 5, it might go to 20. We don't know, but I rather be on the safe side. I want a product that doesn't have any video taken up by influencer. I want to have ones that is untapped or maybe has just 1 or 2 slots taken, right? So don't forget to see if there's a half price on Logie. Yes, there on the majority of these products they should be. That's a very good point. Very good tip too. Grab a sample for half price. If you see this little sticker right there, you can grab a sample for half price. Boom. And in this case, no coupon code found. I wouldn't worry too much about this because I usually try to pick stuff that's 50%. So if I can get the product for half price, is great. I have to sell one less product to make back my cost. If there's no 50% coupon, I just have to sell 2 products to make up my cost, right? Because it's 50% commission. If I buy one, it's gonna cost me 13 bucks. If I sell one, I make $6.50. If I sell two, I make $13. I broke even. So coupon's nice, but you don't even need to have that if you're going for a 50% commission product, right? So now, once we're kind of running out of time, so I just want to kind of speed track this a little bit. So you got to have a video carousel, and that video carousel should be open because that's your superpower to get in that spot. Now, just because you can fit yourself in a video carousel doesn't necessarily mean it's a great product because we need a product that also has volume in sales. So if it doesn't make any sales, then you can be at the best placement, but no one's gonna buy the product. An example, and I hate to call out some products, but I have to use example. For example, pluggable. I like pluggable products because I sell a lot of them. Plugable. Okay, so I'll find a product that is a little bit older that might not have much sales, and I'll show you an example. Let me see if I can find a product. Maybe this one right here, a USB 2.0 7-port hub. Um, how do I know it has no sales? Well, it might have a lot of reviews and ratings right here, but I want to see if it has recent sales. So if I look at the reviews here and I see the last review, maybe I can put the most recent reviews here. The most recent review, well, we got one guy. What? Okay, so some people are actually buying this in 2023. Okay, I'm a little bit surprised to be honest. But so what I'm trying to do here is I'm looking at how many people put reviews for this product that's recent. The products that have a lot of recent reviews more likely means that there have been a lot of sales recently on a product. So this one, although there's some recent reviews, I wouldn't say it's a lot. You see, the last one right here was January 1st, and then there's another one from January 13th, there's one from March, and one from April. So the last one was literally like 6 months, 5 months ago. So this product really doesn't have much sales. Yes, we don't convert exactly the number of views, number of sales. You can say maybe 2% of people that buy leave a review or something like that. But it correlates. If you find a product that has a lot of reviews, then that means it's going to have a lot more sales than a product that doesn't have as many reviews. So there are tools that will give you better approximation of the number of sales, but some of those tools cost money. I don't want to go down that path for you guys because I want you guys to be able to make money without spending money. So you don't need those tools, but you can use your time and effort to look at the product, right? So again, let me recap the two strategies, right? Number one, does it have a video carousel? And does that video carousel have an open spot? If it doesn't, then I won't even bother with the product. And number two, if it has a video carousel and there's a spot open, does it have sales volume? And the easy way to check if it has sales volume is look at the number of recent reviews. If it has a lot of recent reviews, then it's chugging along. People are buying, people are leaving review. More people are buying, some people leave review. More people are buying, some people leave review. So sales volume is important. So you combine both of those, and then you can find your product. Now, if you have too many of those products, then you can start to think about the other factors. There are other factors that gets into a little bit more advanced strategy, but those two are the factors I want you to really solidify first before we tap into the other factors real quick. So it's got to have a video carousel, and it has to have an open spot for you, and it has to have sales volume. After that, you can look at other factors. Sometimes some products are promoted. So for example, if I type Mac Studio here and mm, uh, Mac Ultra. I'm trying. There we go. So yeah, so you see how I typed in Mac Ultra, and guess what? A pluggable product showed up. Mm. And I happen to know that pluggable products are Logie products. So when you see sponsored products, how does that help you? You want to take a crack at that, Ileane?
Okay, so the folks at Pluggable
Yep.
have put money into
Yeah.
advertising on Amazon for certain keywords that are not even the keywords of that product. That means they're selling them. I don't think they would be investing that extra money as well as like their outreach with Logie and whatever else they're doing unless they're literally selling that. It's a hot item that goes along with the Mac Ultra.
Mm-hmm. So we don't really know exactly the reason, but all we do know is that promoted stuff is going to get even more traffic. Remember, our superpower with shoppable video is we ride on Amazon traffic. Now, this is Amazon traffic on crack because it's getting paid by the brand to be shown up when people type in words like Mac Ultra, right? So you're going to have more exposure to this particular product. So these are a little bit more advanced strategy, right? So once you start to kind of look at products and you know some products and you start to see, oh, like I'm working with Pluggable or I'm working with these other brands, and then you start to see them show up as sponsored on certain key terms, then you can see that those would be more likely to get more traffic, which means you can convert better. And sometimes, and it just depends. Some days, Amazon will show you how many is being sold in the past month. Like you see this one right here. This one has 50 in the past month. And sometimes I like to look at like, for example, a storage shed for some reason they have a lot of quantity, like storage, right? Like this one sells about 7,000 per month, right? This one sells about 1,000 per month. This one sells about 5,000 per month. So yes, this is part of the puzzle now because you're kind of like backtracking, right? You're looking at different categories that have a lot of things that are selling. So you're gonna have to try kind of line it up with the actual Logie products. And I'm starting to get really advanced, and I don't want to get too advanced, but I just want to wrap up this line of thought right here. Is my super strategy is if I find a product that has a lot of sales and it's not the Logie product, but Logie has a very similar product, what can I do? Any thoughts, Eileen?
Yeah, so once you find that product on Logie, so I guess you would go over to Logie and look for whatever that is, a carousel or I mean, I can't see it.
Roller
Yeah,
cart.
roll a cart,
Yeah.
and then kind of just do that little bit of research that we just did. Look and see if there's a video carousel
Yep.
that has an open slot and all that.
Very that's in line with my thought, but I think Stephanie nailed it. She nailed it. Do a this or that, but recommend both. Yes. So you can buy this one, and if Logie has one, you can buy that one too. So now you have two, and Logie one might not rank well, but this one's selling. Oh, I picked the wrong one, but I thought I saw this. Yeah, 5,000. Selling 5,000. So if you make a this or that video and you talk about both, you're gonna bring a lot of exposure. You might actually sell a lot of these, but you're gonna sell some of the Logie versions too. And that's like an advanced strategy. So I just want to kind of wrap up with the advanced strategy there. But the ultimate, the shorter strategy, the newbie strategy, the beginner strategy that you want to focus on, if this is too advanced for you, just look for products that have a video carousel, that has an open spot, and that has good sales volume. And then you can go for the more advanced stuff like looking if they're sponsored, and if they are not sponsored but you found a competitive sponsored product, then you can probably do a this or that and have both, and then you'll be able to rank your video up and get less sales that way. You need
Oh,
advanced strategy. Good.
yeah, I love that advanced strategy. And to be honest with you, I thought if I never hear this or that again in life, I'll be happy. But but
Well, you're
you
not
but
gonna
you
get
made me
around.
think of it positively in a positive way, and so I thank you for that.
Oh yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, so the thing about this or that is you have to be careful. Um, the comparison that, from my understanding, that helps videos rank well is if you're comparing two products that are the exact same leaf category. They have to be the same leaf category. For example, I can show you something that I thought would be a leaf category. For example, you see this right here? This is a pluggable Thunderbolt 4 hub. And this one is a pluggable dual display hub. Do you think they're in the same leaf category? Just take a guess. What do you guys
Uh,
think?
well, one is a display, and what's the other one again?
The other one is a Thunderbolt 4 hub.
A hub. Yeah, I would think that they're in the same category, but obviously they're not because you
You
already
would think.
right?
You would think, right? But
But
if
we
you
know
if you look closely, this one is in networking products and hub. Yet this one, although it's kind of a hub, they categorize it as a docking station. So I don't know how Amazon works, but if I compare these two head to head, I feel like that's not really what Amazon's looking at. Because they have AIs that will like to see you compare docking station with docking station, hubs with hubs, blenders with blenders, not a hub with a docking station. Although to some people it might be the same, but to Amazon it might not be the same. Do
yeah,
Logie commission pay out the same as Amazon?
I think, what Matthew is asking is about the time frame, and that would be, yes, 60 days plus, right? I think that's what you mean, Matthew. Let me know if I'm right or not. Tammy said, "That's funny, Eileen." And Ehud said, "David, you're a genius. More everybody is going to make 4 figures a month."
Let's go.
Yeah, so keep
And,
them
and I,
coming.
I I hope that we can formulate a group of closer knit Logians that share strategy, right? Because I might be the founder of some strategy now, but I'm not always so keen, and I'm sure that you guys might be keen on your own stuff that you pay attention to, and you might have strategy. You will have strategies, and I hope that you guys share with me
Okay.
too and all
Yeah.
of us.
And I want to say, and I know sometimes, we get a little nervous. We don't want people stealing our thunder. David's been very transparent about Pluggable and how he's been selling those products. But I know some of us that are in the room right now are like, I'm not telling them what products I'm going after. And that's okay. But what I would love, love, love for everybody to do, just as some homework, sometime over this weekend, go over my notes. No, y'all don't see my notes, but y'all should have been taking notes because I told you take notes. And just tell us, how many products did you find? You didn't even have to take action. You didn't even have to actually purchase the product. But how many opportunity products did you find from following David's steps? Because we don't want to waste these steps, y'all. We talking a 4K month here, right? How many did you find that you have now on your this is what I need to buy list? And I know somebody's going to say, no, I don't care. I'm like, David, I'm going to share my price. Like Alton will say, yes, I'm buying 3 drones. You know, I think that'll be good for all of us to show that we're not just taking these tips and strategies for granted. We sat here for an hour and 20 plus minutes. Let's make it worth all of our while, that we can show that, hey, yes, I did it. I found some products. I'm going to get to work. What do you think, David?
I like it. You gotta take action. And that's just step one. Step two is once you make that list, you gotta go buy that product. And when that product comes, don't let that product sit like I have mine sitting out there. And I'm guilty of that too because it's easy to get excited to buy the product because you did your research. You know this is gonna make me money. When it comes in the door, you're like, oh, now I gotta unbox, I gotta record. But you gotta make those videos. Otherwise, if you wait too long, someone's gonna see that same opportunity and make products and then you will have a harder time to place. This is a more advanced strategy, but if you place first, you are more likely to stick than if you tried to come in after and kick someone out on a video carousel. So try to place first. A
Thank you, David.
question.
Yeah, there's great questions and feedback. And Eva
n-
says, more stuff coming for quarter 4. Yay!
Yeah. Not the next mastermind will be how to restore all this that we buy because we're making so much money, right? But before we get into that, Kathy says, can somebody who is just an Amazon associate, non-influencer, benefit from Logie asking for a friend? So the answer is yes, but in terms of the caliber of how much they can benefit from it has to do with how well they can pitch and sell to their audience. Because if they're not an influencer, they don't have that superpower of shoppable videos. And they if they have ability to make good blog posts, good YouTube videos, or good content on their social media and can drive traffic to buy stuff on Amazon, then yes. So basically all the products that are Logie opportunities, if you make sales on them, however you make sales on them, and we like to use Shoppo videos to help us make sales. But however you make sales in them, if they show up on your Amazon back end, the sales portal, Logie can read that and will give you commissions on all the products that you sell that are part of Logie opportunities. So yes, it absolutely can work and benefit you, your friend.
And I love Lamont's comment here. He made collection with Logie just to track what I'm purchasing to make videos. There you go. So while you're waiting for that shipment to come in, start writing your script. So you
Yep.
have it, because these are the things that stop us from making a video. Like, I don't know what I'm going to say, or you can go into Logie, and Logie will make a script via AI, but you might want to, personalize it and make it your own because you don't really talk that way, right? So go in there and so have everything all written out and stored. You can store it in Logie, you can put it in a Google Doc or whatever, so that when that product comes in, you're ready to go.
Yep. Um,
Stephanie, you want me to read this? A
Mm,
top a
go ahead.
topic for another week. Uploading your shoppable videos to YouTube for the purpose of driving off-site traffic. Now, I have done that a little, and yeah, I like it. I've actually
I
posted them on TikTok as well.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a different topic. That's why I paused because I was on a verge of another idea and it fell off my head. But in regards to Stephanie's topic, I think there's two huge benefits of uploading them to YouTube. Number one is you have your copyright protection on those videos. In case someone takes and steal them, you have your copyright that will automatically see if someone else re-uploads them onto YouTube. So if you're that kind of person that cares about other people taking your content, I'm not, but some people are. You will have your copyrights mechanism, and you can always have proof that it's your video because you have it on your channel at the earliest dates, right? But also, yes, they can generate offsite commission too. However, what I find is very a little bit disappointing. Uh, for example, YouTube in this case, YouTube audience are going to mock most shoppable video in terms of the caliber of the depth of the content. In some cases, maybe it'll be perfect for YouTube, but I would say the majority of my shoppable videos are to encourage last reach. Is it last reach or last mile or last inch to shopping to checking out, right? So I'm trying on shoppable videos. I'm trying to help them pull the trigger. They already know what product they want. They know what it does. They just want that little push that, oh yeah, this really works, or this works great, or this is hold up for 6 months. They want that last push to confirm that's what I want to buy. So that's the type of content I'm uploading on shoppable videos on Amazon. Now, if I put that same video on YouTube, sometimes it works, but the majority of the time, you're going to say, where's the review? Where's the in depth comparison? Where's the detail analysis, right? Because YouTubers are raising the calipers really high on their content. Even if you're looking at a vacuum cleaner, right? On YouTube, there's vacuum wars. They will compare five vacuums. They will throw dirt down. They will suck it up, throw it down, suck it up, weigh it, do it a couple more times, and compare different vacuums, right? And then make a final conclusion. That's the type of videos that will do well on YouTube. The one that will do well on Amazon is like, this vacuum's amazing. Look at how much dirt it has, and here's how easy it dumps out in the bin. Boom, right there, right? That's the kind of video that is more of the last reach to get the people to check out. So you can create content that satisfies both, but that will be also wasting your time because they're kind of different audiences. And if you kind of get my drift, and it applies to TikTok and Instagram and other platform too, because every platform has a different stage of a shopping journey for the customer. And the Amazon is always the final stage. They're ready to check out, so they're a little bit different way to convert at that point. Uh, Let me see what else. There's a question from Matthew. You may have discussed earlier about how Logie product commission works and coupons. If so, I will listen. No, I haven't. Do you want to share that, Eileen? Because you know that really well, right?
Yeah, honestly, Matthew, this video is probably the only video where we don't talk about coupons because Ehud has talked about that topic every week for at least the last 5 or 6 weeks since we've been doing it in Facebook. So
Very
I
true.
will, and because that is a question that comes up quite a bit, and even when a question doesn't come up, when Ehud's running through the process, he always talks about that. So watch any video that's here in the Facebook group, and
Exactly.
for like last week's or the week before or the week before that, whichever, just pick one that you think might be the one, and that was covered. But,
Yeah.
it's really basically simple. You just click on that little, where, David, can you click on where you would
Yep.
ask for a coupon?
I already claimed it. Oh, she already claimed it.
Go to a
So
different product besides
yeah.
pluggables. It's pretty simple though, so we'll just do it real quick.
Yep. So like for example, if I like this product and I want to see if there's a 50% coupon, I click here and this one has no coupon code, I can look for a similar product, or I can go here and
Oh,
look
that's
for one.
new. That's new, by the way.
That's new.
That's new. He told us
W-
that was coming. Look for a similar product,
Yeah,
but
we'll let Ahud
it's there.
explain
Yeah.
that in another
So
video, but we want to do this real quick, right? So, for
it-
example, here, no half price coupon. What?
some of the toys don't have it.
Oh, here,
Oh, they
Shabo
should
is
have
here.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We found a half price coupon. Then click claim. Now, there's one caveat. Remember, when you claim a coupon, this coupon code you can only claim once for the lifetime of your Amazon account for this brand, and it works on all the products of that brand. So I strategically, when I asked for the pluggable coupon, I bought a majority of my pluggable products. I spent over $3,000 on just all the pluggable products. So you don't have to go that extreme, but just remember that if you request a 50% coupon code and you use it to save $10, you might feel that you burnt your opportunity when you later on realize that they have like 10 products that you want and you can promote them all really well. So just remember that you get one half price coupon per brand for the life of your account.
And my friend Wayne, I am so sorry I can't help you. Wayne says he's outside of US and Canada and would like to know the pathway to getting products from US to Trinidad and setting up banking for payment. It is not clear to me. That is definitely an Ehud question. And I'm not even sure how often he gets that. And I'm not even sure it can be done, to be honest with you. So I would message him. Remember, he's traveling right now. So, and plus it's the weekend because he's not good about getting back on the weekend unless it's really urgent. I would Monday morning, I would message him with that question. And he knows that you've been around in the group for a while and you're not just, you know, a new person. This
He's
is
answered.
something. Yes, good. eMechanismWise.com. Thank you, Ehud. But also, as far as shipping products to Trinidad, is that not a problem as well, Ehud? Because I think he's asking both ways.
I don't
Uh,
think we're shipping products to Trinidad because basically the way that Logie is sending products to influencers is they want to protect our privacy. So they don't give the brands our address. What Logie does is they get the product in their factory warehouse and then they repackage it and ship it back to the influencer. So if you imagine shipping it back to Trinidad, it's going to cost Logie a lot of money. I don't think they're
okay.
gonna,
So, yeah,
yeah. So
Ehud isn't verifying. We only ship to USA at them. So, yeah, it's not possible to get the products, but you can still use the wise.com for your banking and still benefit from the opportunity products on
yep.
Logie. All right, David.
Overtime, what a tradition. All right. Well, does anyone have any lingering question? Because I think this is all my strategy at this point. I don't have any. I'm not holding anything back. But if there's something that I didn't tell you and you want to know, ask. Um, but yeah, like other than that, it's
You're
just
welcome,
truly
Wayne.
hard work ethics. You gotta be you gotta be more willing to get the money than your peers. You have to be willing to put in the time. Now,
Ye
working harder doesn't mean working. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say maybe next week or
Yeah.
next time that you could actually talk about your process for actually creating videos. Like I gave that scenario of, yeah, you write your script out or whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
I was just making it up. I don't actually do that myself. And I know a lot because for someone who's been making shoppable videos for a long time or have done a lot of them, it's kind of like, what do you mean the process? You just pull out your phone and start. But no, let's just walk through the thought process before what you're saying, because I know that a lot of times gets people hung up. All that, but not today.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah.
today,
That
just
that's like
in
a
the
whole chapter.
future. I think it would be a good experience and everybody could share some like what is their thought process or setup process for creating shoppable videos and let's talk about the ones that really sold well for you. Right?
There's certain parts of my transparency that I'm willing to release. There's a little bit of I need to keep things for myself, just a
Okay.
little bit, just a little bit. And the reason for that is because there's so many products out there. I don't think it's gonna hinder you, but if I share the one product or the few products that I'm doing really well with, it's like it's gonna be the automatic go-to example that everyone's gonna try, and then they might actually do better than I do, and then I'm gonna lose my edge on that product,
No,
right?
no, no, no. I didn't mean the product. I didn't mean the specific product.
Okay,
Share the process that you
of
use,
course, of course.
but you don't have to say what the product was. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah.
Process.
So
Yes.
we can save that for another day when A
Yes. For
Hood is
another day.
out of the office and he needs us to hold the ground.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. And you all, please, in the group, eh, someone said earlier today about it was Jeffrey was talking about how people just gripe and moan because there was a $0 day. Let's think about the positive things that we can talk about
Hmm.
just in the group. Like share one of your processes or one of your wins or whatever. And thanks everybody. Everybody's saying thanks. So I think we're gonna come back again, David, because they like us.
They do, they do, and
Oh,
I hope one day we can get some of them on stage too, so that they can do well, and then they can share their findings because they'll have their own strategy, and they might have things that we can learn. So together we have like an all-encompasses
yeah,
hybrid strategy. Yes.
absolutely. Okay.
All right. I think that's going to be a wrap. I don't know how to like I don't know how to hide ourselves because like I don't have a wallpaper that's gonna hide us.
Right, right.
So I'm just gonna end the stream and just say goodbye to
Okay,
everybody.
bye. Bye,
So
everybody.
bye everyone. Take care. Have a good rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Buy some Logie products. Make some money. Share that list of products that you are going to buy. Buy those products. Make the content, and we'll see you guys next week.